The Lantern. A story about faith, patience, and hope. There was once a small village, hidden deep in a valley between mountains where winter was long and dark. People lived simple lives. They farmed, kept animals, and shared stories by candlelight. The village was known for peace, but also for a tradition kept through generations. Every child received a lantern on their 10th birthday, but not just any lantern. It was handmade, forged from copper, old, dented, and a little rusty, but from within it held a mysterious glow no one could explain. The elders said, "This light does not come from oil or candle. It shines from something deeper." A young boy named Eli was about to turn 10. He couldn't wait to receive his lantern. On a snowy day, the village gathered in the town square. Grandma Myra, the eldest, a kind woman with a bent back, handed Eli his lantern with care. Eli shook it. Nothing happened. No light, no glow. He looked disappointed. "It must be broken," he said softly. But Grandma Myra smiled. "No, my dear," she whispered. "This lantern will only shine when you truly need it. You do not choose when it lights, the lantern knows." Eli didn't understand. He tried everything, shaking it, whispering to it, adding oil, even praying. Still, darkness. Days passed. Weeks passed. Eli grew frustrated. "What good is a lantern if it doesn't shine?" he asked. The other children laughed. "Mine glows warm," said one. "Mine lights up the whole room," bragged another. Only Eli's lantern stayed dark as the winter sky. Then, one day, a storm came, the worst the village had ever seen. Winds howled, trees fell, snow buried the paths, and 2 elderly villagers living on the edge of the town went missing in the storm. No one dared go after them. The dark was too deep, the storm too wild. But Eli, he felt something stir inside him. He picked up his lantern. "I'll try," he said. Maybe now it will shine." The adults shook their heads. "Don't be foolish, child," they warned. "This is not a time for games. You can't face the storm." But Eli wrapped himself in his father's old coat, gripped the cold metal of the lantern, and stepped into the snow. And then, a miracle. With his first step onto the frozen path, the lantern glowed, soft and dim, like a coal waking from sleep. Everyone fell silent. With each step, the light grew stronger. Not bright, not blinding, but just enough to show him the way. Snowflakes sparkled in the glow. A hidden path appeared through the forest, one the storm had swallowed. Eli walked for hours. The wind bit his skin. Snow soaked through his boots. But the lantern guided him. And finally, beneath a fallen tree, he found the missing couple. Cold, weak, but alive. By now, the lantern shone like a star. Eli led them back through the storm. When they reached the village, no one could believe their eyes. The lantern still glowed. Eli held it high, and the 2 rescued souls followed close behind. Grandma Mira stepped forward. She looked at Eli and said, "Now you see, child, the lantern was never meant to shine for your comfort. It shines when someone else needs you. It lights up when your heart is pure and your purpose is unselfish." Eli finally understood. True light does not come from oil or candles or switches. True light comes from within, from compassion, from faith, and from courage. The lantern was only a mirror of what Eli had carried inside him all along. From that day forward, Eli never asked again why his lantern did not shine, because he knew, when someone else needs it most, the light will return. Sometimes we think we need to do something big to matter, to change the world. But God often works through small lights, a kind word, a quiet presence, a simple act of love. So don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait for a grand stage. Just take your light and walk into the dark because someone is waiting to be seen.